Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to reveal a Python programming course. In this course, I am going to teach you basics to advanced level Python programming. Throughout this course, you will gain skills of Python programming. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon because whenever I upload videos related to this course, you can easily get it. So let's begin with this course. As I said, this course for beginners friendly, so I assume that you have no background in programming at all. So today in this video I am going to teach you about history of programming, and after we will delve deep into programming introduction of Python, and I will also teach you how to set up Visual Studio Code in your local machine Windows. And Visual Studio Code, also called IDE, which is very helpful for programmers. So firstly we will begin with history of programming. Computer and their programs integrated into our lives at a scale we could not have imagined. Over the past 20 years, we have seen dramatic jumps in technological gains in areas of distributed computing, cloud computing, and AI improvements such as voice face recognition and self-driving cars. We can take Tesla cars, which that provide automatic driving cars. You must be wondering how this works. So that nothing behind, only AI is artificial intelligence. So in these few minutes, let me give you a brief overview of the history of programming, and you will also learn the basics of how programming works. Computing dates quite a far back in our history. Charles Babbage in 1822, while studying at Cambridge University in Britain, was working on bettering calculating devices such as navigation charts and astronomical tables, which at the time were used by many ships at sea. Babbage came to the realization that all those calculating devices contained various amounts of human error, and wondered if there was a better solution. His solution was the difference engine. The difference engine used mechanical gears with numbers 0 to 9 etched onto their gaps separated by gear tips. Its key function was to carry out one operation that was computed by manually moving and hand cranks until the final answer was revealed. After building a working prototype, Babbage spent many years working on further improving his design and constructing improved version of the original idea. He created another device called Engine 2, but ultimately produced a new and better concept called the analytical engine. The analytical engine is widely accepted as being the basis of modern day computing. Babbage's friend Ada Lovelace published a document describing how the analytical engine could perform a sequence of calculations, which is essential what a computer program does. However, the analytical engine was never completed, and Babbage, like a lot of developers, did not invest in good documentation. With the historical side of things covered, let's now delve into understanding what's programming. So before I explain programming, it's helpful to understand how the computer works at the most fundamental level. Computers only understand binary code, which consists of two digits 0 and 1. This may seem quite strange at first, but with a little explanation, it will all make sense. 0 and 1 relates to different electrical states similar to a light switch. 0 is equal to the off and 1 is equal to on. For example, in programming, when you calculate numbers, host, or any arithmetic, you have mostly used decimal numbers. Every programming written needs to be converted to binary code or machine code. An example of binary to decimal to binary conversion: in decimal, 1 is binary 1, decimal 2 is binary 1 0, decimal 3 is binary 1 1, and so on. Computer represents the binary code by using the electrical constructors called transistors. These transistors are housed inside the central processing units (CPU), which is essentially the brain of the computer. When a program is written using any type of language, it needs to be compiled or interpreted. The outcome is to turn a readable left-side programming code for us into readable right-side programming code for the computers, which is binary code. So it is extremely hard for humans to read and understand binary, and therefore using it is error prone. It's far easier for us to read and write programming language. So what is programming? Programming is the ability to provide a computer with a set of instructions in a particular language that it can understand and perform those tasks, operation or tasks. In other words, you need to tell the computer what you want to do in a format and language it can understand. Programming is a skill. So the more you practice and learn, the better you become at first. It can take quite a while to write straightforward programs. As you progress. You will become more familiar with the language and how the logic in conditions should be applied. I will also explain you further. So programming is also creative skill. That's because you can write computer program to solve problems in many different ways. Now time is to delve deep into the Python programming introduction. So let's begin. Would you like to be able to program on different platforms? For example, Windows, Mac, and Linux in an easy syntax similar to the English language, then Python is your solution. It's a high-level programming language that works on many different platforms. By the end of this video, you will know the benefits of learning Python and understand where to use Python. Python was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. It was designed to be readable and takes a lot of similarities between the English language and mathematics. Since its release, it has gained greatly in popularity and supports a range of selection frameworks and libraries. At present, it's currently one of the most popular programming languages to learn today. It's widely used in all areas of business such as web development, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, and various different programming applications. Python is also very easy to learn and get started with. Given that the syntax resembles the English language, it makes it easier to read and decipher. Programs that are written in Python also require less code in comparison to programming languages such as C or Java. One of Python key advantages is that it makes developers very productive and allow projects to be completed more quickly. Creating good software that is used by many is hard and very time consuming. So the simplistic nature of Python abstracts a lot of complexity away from the developer to allow them to focus on the tasks at hand. Given the language is quite easy to understand and pick up, it can be an easier route to market for a new programmers starting out to get something produced in much less time compared to some other languages. Python has a much easier learning curve. It lends well to the philosophy of write less and do more. So now that you can describe the benefits of learning Python and where it can be used, it's also good to know that Python developers are in high demand. Becoming a Python developer makes for a good career choice. Now we have reached the end of this point, which is our Visual Studio Code setup. Visual Studio Code. So for downloading, we need to go to search bar and search here Visual Studio Code. Download for Windows. If you are using Mac, you can also write here Mac. If you are using Linux, you should need to write here Linux. So simply download so simply download from here. So I have already installed in my PC, so I will not downloading again. I am not downloading Python, so I will going to download Python. So right here Python and press enter. Yeah, so here download Python 3.11.3, which is the latest version of Python. So download from here and we will wait for downloading. Now our Python file ready to install, so simply click here open file directly. So install now. This will take some time, so please wait until this finished. Some predefined files already included in the Python. This package manager latest version, so we will not download it again. I think it will also include pip python installer package, so we will not need to download external that. Yeah, so our Python downloaded successfully. Simply click the status bar. Yeah, Python 3.1164. Yeah, our Python is downloaded. So simply going again. Python 3.11. Yeah, downloaded. Yeah. So click the search bar bottom side here and search Visual Studio Code. Yeah, above the Visual Studio, open it Mm, First of all, we need to install extension which is helpful to auto code. Like if we want to print, then this will automatically detect it what I want to do. So this will very helpful for us as a programmer. So download, I have already installed, so I will not install it. So create here our Python file. So simply whatever you need to write here, but you need to one thing. After after take any name, .py is also included, because this is a file name of Python. If you will not write this .py, this will not work as a Python file. So you need to put here .py. Creating a file. Here simply print and hello world. Right side you can see here upside run Python file. Click here and look at the bottom side of terminal. My PC is a little bit taking some time, so please wait. Yeah, our hello world is printed. So thank you for watching.